Most common injuries in yoga are in the knees, shoulders, and wrists. And I would say I've experienced all of them, not in a severe degree, but I've had niggles. And I've been lucky and fortunate that it hasn't been anything too serious. So for me, arriving to a class a little bit early and doing a warm-up of these particular parts of my body is crucial. So, and it only takes a couple of minutes. Now, coming around to your mat, in placing the hands on the ground, a nice easy wrist warm-up. We're not having too much pressure into the wrist, shoulders stacked above the wrists, and you can just gently rock forward onto your fingertips. This warms up all of the muscles through your hands, into your fingers, and then also into your wrists as well. So just some gentle rocking. And then once you've done some gentle rocking to the front side, you can start to move your wrists around to the side. And you can even just invite a sway with your palms down. You want to be always really engaged with your hands and your fingertips, like you're palming a basketball is the best way that I've heard it described. So palming the ground, just feeling into it for you. As my teacher Ian Finn likes to say, yoga is a feeling, not just a shape. And I really love that because quite often going into a studio, there's a lot of shapes happening and we can get caught up in looking around and being like, oh, I've got to look like this person and I've got to look like that. And it's not the case. You have to feel into it yourself and see if it feels good. And if it does, cool, keep going. And if it doesn't, you might need to adjust it. Now, rotating the fingertips to the back, and this will provide a bit deeper of a stretch up through the wrist and forearms, maybe a little bit into the biceps as well. And you can do some circle work here. Go very gently to begin and just feel into it. It might be quite intense. Having your fingertips to the back if it's your first time, and if you're unable to get there, just angle them outwards, and then eventually you'll be able to move them around to the back as well. Just take it nice and easy. And a couple more up onto the fingertips. You might want to flip the palms to face up, the back of the hands into the mat, and just gently rocking from side to side there as well. And then giving your hands a bit of a shake out. And that for me is how I warm my wrists up. Super easy, doesn't take long, and it ensures that I can get into the practice when it starts and not be worried about having any pains in my wrists. Now for the shoulders, there's many different ways we could warm the shoulders up. There's a couple of simple exercises, and we can start by pulling our right arm across, hooking with our left arm around the elbow, and just applying a gentle pressure to open up the back side of the shoulder and the scapula. You can hold this for a couple of seconds. And it's not about you don't want to be pulling too tight that your spine's twisting. It's having a nice neutral straight spine. Swapping over. And remembering to breathe through these as well. Long, slow, deep breaths. Give them a shake out. Coming back into the position we were in before, and a nice easy shoulder warm up is just to lower down and back up. Down and back up. So it's kind of like a assisted push-up. We're using our knees, but you can just stretch the arms out. And a push-up's really helpful to just activate what needs to be activated in the shoulders before we get into any poses that really require us to be strong in our shoulder. So you can also just doing some twirls around, back and forward, just to loosen it up as well, just to get the blood flowing in that area. And on the other side. And now, and that should just be about enough for what your shoulders need to be warmed up and ready to go. Again, I'm going to be taking it very slow and steady getting into this. So if you're going for an advanced class, a bit deeper of a warm-up and a bit more, with a bit more depth to it might be required. But this is just an introduction, so we don't need to go there. Now, knees is the most difficult one to navigate with warming up. There's not a whole heap that we can do to warm the knees up. A nice walk beforehand is a gentle way to warm the whole body up, and that'll help loosen the knees up. But I like to do some lunges. For me, some rocking lunges really help just start to feel the activation in my legs. And then it gets the knee mobile as well, moving forward and back. And this is a great one to open up a little bit of the hamstring on the right side if your right foot is forward here. And then also opens up the quad and hip flexors on the left side. So it's multi-dimensional, this stretch. And aim to try, just see where your knee goes when you're moving it on the forward plane. Like, it might come over to the top of your knees, but it might not. Just wherever's comfortable for you. And then swapping to your other leg. And so this is an easy one. Just gets the knee moving, getting ready for some more movement. And as we get into the next video and using the warm-up poses, that also starts to invite some mobility into the knees as well. So if you can't get a warm-up in, I would really highly recommend it. It's not super crucial once you've been doing yoga for a while and you know your body and you know your feeling state of the poses and what's right for you. But as you're beginning, I really recommend it. So that's about it for the warm-up. And now we're ready to go. Let's explore some basic poses in the next video, and I'm excited to share them with you.